Is that how you feel about this?
Yeah.
It's dark 30 right now. My camera still don't want to focus. But me and old Steve Shure here, we're loading up. And we're heading southbound. These two river rats are tired. About 3:30 in the morning. We got about an 8-hour drive ahead of us. We're heading down to Tennessee. Gonna hit a bowfishing tournament down there. Gonna hook up with some guys that we met on Facebook. H20, no, Uncharted H20 boys. Nick Shelton, Michael Riddings. Might have a couple other guys with them. So it is Friday morning, willy early.
Dragging hind end.
I can't even see you in this here camera. Oh, there he is.
How you doing?
Sleepy. All right, we got to go. We got to get this boat hooked up.
We're out of here like a fart in the wind.
You bet.
I just want to kind of give a shout out to the sponsors we got this year. It's the first time ever for it. Been trying to foot the bill ourselves, and man, we're really appreciative for it. We got Worley Trucking out of Linville, Iowa that helped us out, and we got Bluff Creek Archery from Albia, Iowa. We got Smokin' Jay's Barbecue from Linville, Iowa. We got Local Disposal out of New Sharon, Iowa. We got Jansen Welding and Repair from Kellogg, Iowa. We got Linville Repair, Mazastra. They're from Sully, Iowa. Then we got Bros Graphics from New Sharon, Iowa. And we got Just Saying Grace from Eddyville, Iowa. Yeah, we just want to say thank you to our sponsors, and I'm ready to get off the road and on the water. There's Justin, he's piloting.
Hey, little update. Steve here decided to crop dust us in the cab of this here truck. I thought I was gonna have to pull over. It was a bad deal.
It was a turd honking for the right of way.
Ooh boy.
about like that buffalo I fucking smoked last night. Let me see your multi-purpose, Justin.
You bet. My ass tired.
Yeah, pretty well shot. Long weekend, but man, it was a good time getting to meet up with Uncharted H20, Mike Riddings.
I've been talking to them boys for, oh man, probably a year now. I've been talking to Michael Riddings and Nick Shelton. They're from down in Tennessee, and I've been talking to them on Facebook for probably a year now, and found out they posted a tournament online there a while back, and I told Steve here, I was like, man, we got to get down there and do that tournament. It's in late March, and we're here in Iowa, and that's just a little bit too early for us to do a whole lot of bow fishing yet. So I told Steve, I was like, man, let's get on down there and hit that tournament. And so in doing that, we was able to meet up with Nick and Michael, and man, we had a good time.
It was a dang good time. Them guys, you know, you get around them Southern boys, their hospitality is phenomenal. I'd have to say everybody we talked to down there was just dang good people, and
I think
there's a dadgum fan on the back of that boat.
We heard somebody use dadgum in a sentence, and I'm sure it was used properly.
In Southern boy language, it was used very properly.
That was probably the highlight of our trip, was that somebody said that we had a dadgum fan on the back of that boat.
Yeah, and that was right when we got down there to Tippinville, Tennessee.
Oh shit!
Dadgum fan on the back of that boat.
Yep. So that was pretty funny.
We laughed about that for a long time.
Heck, we still laughing about it.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh man.
I know for the tournament, man, we scouted the day before the tournament, and we didn't find nothing. It was pretty frustrating.
Yeah, man. We scouted that lake for hours in the morning, and we didn't see a single fish. And we was like, boy, we weren't really sure what to think. And it was about hour or so before the captain's meeting started, and we ran into this old boy by one of the boat ramps, and he told us, he says, you're not going to see them during the day here. He says, I'll come out at night, don't worry. And so we was like, really? And sure enough, man,
it came to life.
It did come to life.
Shot a lot of spotted gar down there, and
yeah, you know, we obviously we'd never been to that lake before, Lake Realfoot, and neither had Nick Shelton. He'd never been there either, so we were really shooting in the dark. It's an awesome lake, man. That lake was really cool.
Yeah. Check it out. Google Realfoot Lake, Tiptonville, Tennessee. It's kind of cool how that lake was built. It was...
You gonna tell them now?
Yeah, I'll just give you the lowdown of what we was told. It was right on a fault line, and I don't know what year. This is where you Google it, but there was a earthquake in the Mississippi. Ended up running backwards, and that's how that lake was formed. That was all just regular ground, farm ground, and stuff like that. And when that earthquake hit, it ended up flooding it out, which is pretty neat. Just shows you how strong water is, you know, and you know, everybody bow fishing, cat fishing, bass fishing, whatever. We're all out on water, and you know, it just makes you think we need to be careful, and we want everybody to have a good time, but we also want everybody to come home too. So, you bet. As long as they don't outshoot us, we might throw them off the boat then.
No, what, man, I am terrible with names. What was that old boy's name that was with us?
Cody Duncan.
Cody Duncan.
AKA
that frickin' ninja.
Deadeye.
Yeah. Frickin' ninja, man.
Man, that dude was a shooting fool.
Yeah, Cody Duncan, man. appreciate you coming out and shooting with us.
Absolutely. Even though you made us look silly.
Made me look silly, but that's okay. That ain't too tough. But
yeah,
that dude can shoot. And
Nick Shelton pulled some out too.
Yep.
Them boys, you could tell they'd been shooting for a while, and man, it was sure fun to have them on the boat, and we couldn't have had a funner time. Well, we would got into some of them fish that some people's turning in. It'd been a heck of a lot funner, but
yeah, we kind of messed up a little bit because right before the tournament started, Nick showed up and he says, "Hey, there's a spot about 45 minutes away from here,
Paris, Tennessee."
He says, I believe that there's some fish there. We could probably go down there and get on. But this tournament was from 6 at night until 2 in the morning, and we didn't want to spend a whole lot of that much time driving. We wanted to spend more time shooting, and so we made the decision to stay at Realfoot. This was an open trailering tournament, so you could win anywhere. But we made the decision to stay where we were at and not travel. And I think that was kind of our downfall.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
Yeah, had we decided to go where he was talking about, I think we would have done a lot better. He did have some of his buddies that were over in that area fishing that night. And
shot a 50-pound buff.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a buff.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they showed some pictures. They sent some pictures to us, and we were kicking ourselves for not making that decision. But you don't know. Lake Realfoot is known for big fish.
There's a lot of state records taken out of that lake.
Yeah, we were told that. So you don't know, but
we didn't know.
We definitely didn't know.
And then another mistake we made after the tournament was over. We was tired. We was cold, and we weighed in first, and we didn't get none of the rest of the weigh-ins recorded. So,
that's how come we're sitting here drinking beer talking to you right now the way we are, because
yeah,
we done messed up and we didn't get the camera out. That would have been really neat to get some footage of the weigh-in, but we didn't do that. We was tired, we was cold, we was hungry.
Yeah, I thought they was going to need a small crane to unload some of them fish.
Yeah.
As they'd say in the South, them dadgum boys can shoot.
Them dadgum boys put some fish in the boat.
Yeah, it was funny. We weighed in with 136.8 pounds, and we was in the lead. Of course, like I said, we were the first ones to weigh in.
You bet.
Second boat pulled up, and they could fit 10 fish in their trash can on the scale. It was 150 pounds. They still had 10 more to weigh in. I think it was like 148.7 or something like that for the second trash can.
It made us look kind of dumb.
Yeah, we thought, you know what, hey, we might have a little bit of a chance because everybody's shooting in dirty water. They'd got a bunch of rain down there before we went, and yeah, we didn't even have a shot. I'm glad we weighed in first because we was leading it there for a little bit.
Hey, we can say we led it. We led that baby for a little while.
We was tied for numbers there for a little bit, but us and another team, but didn't hold that long. Then somebody come up with 40-some fish. We had 29, and they weren't on Realfoot shooting either.
No,
I think they were down where we should have went.
Yeah,
in Paris, Tennessee, but
that's all right though. The main thing was we wanted to go down there and meet the Uncharted H20 guys. Can't say enough about them. Had a good time. Steve-O got first fish of the season and the customary throat punch.
Yep, we did the throat punch. You have to check it out on Uncharted H20. Like and subscribe.
No, Michael sent me the.
Oh, then we'll have it on that video.
Go on over to Uncharted H20. Don't not go there. But Michael Riddings, thank you for videotaping. He did send me this. So we got Steve-O here giving the first fish of the season a throat punch.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool.
You know, it ain't very often that we go out, and normally it's Justin or Justin's son Nick. They usually pull out first fish of the night. And I got lucky enough for Friday night when we were at Dyer Creek. I got first fish of the night there.
It was a nice buff too.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad one at all. And then during the tournament, I got first fish of the night.
You did.
So more than likely, the rest of the year, I'll probably be sucking hind teat and ain't gonna get to shoot none of the first fish anymore. But
man, I honestly, I was aggravated this night. We literally just got the boat put back together
on Wednesday, and we left Friday morning.
On Friday, and I just got this boat completely put back together. I put new cables and strings and everything on it, and I bought the new Muzzy tournament reel, and it's got the push button on it. And I have never actually shot a push button reel before. I always shoot the Muzzy that's got the lever on it. Just flip it with your finger there. And for the life of me, I don't know if I kept forgetting to push the button or if just throughout the night I would accidentally hit the lever here.
There was a whole bunch of cussing going on that night.
I was pissed. I swear to God, every time I'd go to draw on a fish, that stupid button wouldn't be pushed, and I'd pull the string right off the arrow. So, needless to say, I didn't shoot. I think I shot 2 fish.
Yeah.
I think I shot only 2 fish that whole night. I'm not the greatest shot in the world, but I ain't that bad. So I am gonna switch that out. I'm gonna put the lever style on that reel. Hopefully, that'll change my situation.
I'm sure glad Justin's pretty good at editing, because I don't think everybody wanted to hear all the words that was coming out of his mouth. And
I'm pretty sure I was making up cuss words.
Yeah, there were some slang cuss words in there I'd never heard before, and I'm 43 years old.
Well, when you're running the boat too, you know, I'm running the fan, and I'm running the troller, and I'm doing all that. So
he's got a lot going on.
My primary function is to get these guys on the fish, and if I put one in the boat every now and again, that's just a bonus. But that's pretty frustrating. But anyhow, enough excuses.
I gotta say, I just put this bow together. Well, it's been together since last year. This thing here was the bow I bought when I first started bow fishing, and I was gonna buy a new bow this year, and Justin's like, "Don't. It's just an old cheap recurve. I shoot a $50 recurve I bought used. I need to upgrade though."
No, you don't.
It has served its purpose, and I know Mike Riddings, he freaking loved it. He loved watching that recurve work, but I think it's time for a new one.
Man,
comment on the video and tell me if I need a new one or not.
Drop a comment in the video. If you made it this far in the video, take 2 more seconds, drop a comment. Should Steve get a new bow or keep shooting the recurve? I'm gonna comment 12 times.
He'll probably put on there, get her doing.
No, man. We come back to the boat ramp, and we got the boat lit up like a freaking Christmas tree. We got lights around the fan, and we got all kinds of other lights on it.
We got whips up the back.
It looks pretty sweet. Anyhow, we show back up to the boat ramp, and there's a cop sitting there waiting for us. And I thought, oh man.
He thought we was having a party out there or something.
We might be going to jail tonight. I ain't really sure. And he says, "I saw you boys from the road." He says, "I had to see what was going on down here." So we're standing there talking to him. He's a good dude. And Steve's bow was sitting up there on the deck, and that cop looks over, and he just says, "Now who's shooting that recurve?"
I was like, "I am."
This guy right here. Yep. I mean, man, you shoot fish. There ain't no sense.
I get lucky once in a while.
There ain't no sense in fixing something that ain't broke.
I get lucky once in a while, and I get a harpoon one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, make sure you put a comment on there. I've been thinking about an RPM striker. I think RPM makes a fabulous bow. Been really thinking about maybe trying to pick one of them up. And I don't know, Justin keeps telling me not to. I got this, but it's going to happen sometime. I need to fit in with everybody else a little bit.
Man, how many times I got to tell you? If you can shoot fish, you just keep on doing it. Look, I got all this nonsense, and I can't hit a darn thing. Dadgum thing.
You got a dadgum fan on the boat.
I can't hit a dadgum thing.
Yeah.
I always say, look here. I can't hit nothing, so I at least got to look cool. That's my philosophy. So.
Well, I can't hit very much, and I don't even look cool.
Shut your mouth.
We're anxious to get Justin's son Nick out on the boat. Believe it or not, he's 14 now.
14.
He's 14 years old, and that kid can shoot.
Yeah.
There's not ever any competition on the boat when all three of us are out. It's always pretty mellow. No talking trash or anything.
Yeah.
I still ain't sure if Nick likes me or not yet, because I give him a ration, but that boy can shoot. He's helped us win a tournament last year, and he's got a whole new setup this year. I'm anxious to see.
Just bought himself a Oneida, 14 years old, and it was time. We had him shooting the fish hawk for quite a few years, and it was time for a new bow. And he had his heart set on an Oneida, and I says, well, we got 3 kids, and if I buy you this Oneida, I'm gonna have to spend, $800-900 on these other 2, and I just couldn't do it. I said, so you're gonna have to pay me back. By God, he did. 14 years old, and he paid off that Oneida. Of course, it was Christmas money and birthday money, everything else, but it don't matter, man.
That's money he could have spent on video games or anything else, but he spent it on the passion that he has.
He did. He spent that money on that bow. So hats off to Nick, buddy. Can't wait to see what that kid's able to do, years from now when.
And he's got a mega mouth on that Oneida.
Yep, he's got mega mouth on it, and super excited.
It's crazy. I'm going to show up for Christmas. Amy, my significant other, she bought me a mega mouth, and I didn't put it on for this tournament because I didn't have any time to practice with it or anything. But I'm going to show up with a $50 recurve with a $300 reel. That's pretty redneck, ain't it?
That's how we do.
But I'm pretty excited about that. I want to get that put on for next time we go out. We're going to go out up here in Iowa and see if we can't get on some fish here sometime. I think we got a couple more weeks ahead of us yet before we can really get out and start seeing much, because it's been cold and we got rain coming in this week.
But
we are going to go rip backs out of
we're going to go
big
rip
heads
some backs out of some big heads right now.
Yeah.
We're going to go do a little snagging down below the dam. So get some treble hooks out so we can put some big heads on the bank.
And it sucks because my shoulders are sore from shooting that boat.
He's sore.
You don't think about it because by the end of the year of bow fishing, your shoulders are in shape. From used to pulling that bow back and everything. And I'm shooting a 45-pound recurve at 28 inches, and my draw's a little further than 28 inches, but I'm sore. That thing worked me over for my first.
I'm pretty sure all that has something to do with the amount of gray hair that we got.
Yeah.
We're getting a little old. We should have been doing this 20 years ago.
Yeah. I didn't even realize. It's funny because I had never bow fished before in my life, and 2 years ago I had surgery on both my knees, and the doctor told me I needed to walk. Well, to me, just walking makes no sense. And I found this bow on Marketplace for $50. Had a twisted limb, and I went through and I straightened the limb out and everything. And I had a bottle reel, an AMS bottle reel I started out with, and I'd go walk up and down the bank at Red Rock. We'll try to. There's a lot of times I didn't know if I was getting up the bank again, but after 2 days of doing that, I finally shot my first fish, and ever since then, I have been hooked. And then Justin's like, well, you got to go out on the boat with me. Now, I'm surprised we aren't divorced yet because we do a lot of bow fishing.
We need to thank our wives publicly.
Yes.
Because we spend a lot of time on the water at night and during the summer, of course.
Yep.
So thank you, ladies, for not disowning us.
Yes.
I think they'd like to.
There's a lot of times I think they'd like to, but we got really big personalities, and they like that.
Big personalities.
Yes. But yeah, we really do want to thank you, ladies. Lex, Amy, you guys,
Put up with us.
yeah, put up with us, have our backs, and we are truly grateful and thankful for that, because behind every good man is a good woman, and I'm sure we got the best women we could ever get. So, yeah. Cheers to you ladies.
All right, we got to go.
Yeah, we got to rip some backs.
Remember, don't forget the butt plug.
If you guys are the first ones, if you've never seen a Muddy River outdoor video, hit like, subscribe, share it. We're
Do
gonna
that thing down there. Do all that.
yeah, all that stuff through here. Hit all that. Tell your friends about it. We'll be doing videos on reviews on equipment that we use, stuff like that. So stay tuned, man. Hopefully we have a good season this year, and we're gonna do it. Don't forget your butt plug.
We got to go.